Welcome back to the 13 Coaches Show. I'm Andrew Lind. We're joined alongside Oskaloosa softball head coach Aubree Harsh. Aubree, thanks for taking a couple minutes to talk to us about Oskaloosa softball.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's been a really fun last week, and now you have some time to celebrate coming off a state championship. Congratulations. Kind of take me through that week and each, quarterfinal, semifinal, championship game that got you to the pinnacle.
So we started off on Thursday. I'm not gonna lie, we came out, we were very nervous. A lot of the girls, it was the first time on a big stage, so I think the emotions got to them a little bit, which made me a little nervous. So I had to be the adult and kind of keep it together, you know what I mean? And then when we rolled in, we got game one under our belt, and that was amazing. And then we rolled into the semifinal game, which, to be honest with you, that I'm not taking anything away from the championship game, but that semifinal game was like a nail biter of a championship game. You know what I mean? It just gave you the vibes of a 1-0 game, which was amazing because we won on a squeeze play that it was kind of a do or die, or we just go another inning. Which was exciting because that's how I love to play. Like, I love the short game, and I think it's very beneficial to us. And the fact that we pulled off that semifinal win to make it to the championship was absolutely amazing. Well, then when we made it to the championship game, the emotions sufficed a little bit. And after we scored a couple runs, it was really fun because the girls started having fun and they started smiling. We started scoring a lot more runs, and we kind of ran away with it. And it was amazing. Like, their emotions were gone, they were smiling again, and they were actually just sitting back having fun, and it didn't even really feel like a championship game at that point.
Just a two-part question. One, you mentioned how you felt like your team came out with a lot of nerves in that quarterfinal game. Did you have conversations ahead of the state tournament about what to expect, how they should handle themselves, or did you kind of just let them play and maybe the nerves just came from not having those conversations?
So we had a lot of conversations, but it was like, I know it was a state tournament, but at the same time, you have to win one game at a time. So you go into it winning one game at a time, and it's just a softball game. Like, you're supposed to go, you're supposed to have fun. You can't think, oh my God, we're on a big stage and we're supposed to win. I just needed them to relax and go play softball. Like, if you go play softball and have fun, it's amazing what can happen. And if you have your teammates' backs, it's also amazing what could happen. And they did a really good job with, like, if somebody got in their emotions because they thought they should do better, like, our teammates are amazing as, like, hey, pull your head out, like, we're good, like, let's go. And we did that the whole time, and we definitely never gave up, which was absolutely amazing.
Then you talked about the semifinal game where you saw the switch and the emotions. How maybe did that give your girls confidence that, hey, we can do this, and if we can go through the adversity in the semifinal game, what's holding us back from doing it one more time?
Yeah, I don't know, we talked, and the motivational speech was always, I don't care what game it is. Like, you have to go in with confidence. Like, I believe in them. Well, I believe in them. They have to believe in themselves too. I can't believe in you and you not believe in you, and then we're not going to get anywhere, you know? And then there was tears, and then there was, hey, like, I need you to pull your head together for your teammates. But that's where it was amazing. Like, they knew that they had to dig deep for each teammate, and each teammate did amazing, keeping their head in the game, like staying focused, 100% energy, effort, and attitude all the time. And we came out on top. At some points where you like, are we going to be able to hold our emotions together? But they did it, and it was great. The amount of not give up that we have, and for as amazing as our team does, like, working together, and rather they get along on or off the field, I should say, like, you would never know that on a field. Like, we do an amazing job. We all have a goal. We all want to win, and we're all going to have each other's backs 100% on the field. Like, what happens off of it? I had so many people tell me, like, oh my gosh, your team gets along so well. Oh my gosh, they support each other so good. Well, in order for us all to be successful, we have to do that. Like, that's the cool part, and we did it.
Just wondered how you prepare for a state tournament as a coach. You know, you want your players to understand that it's just any other game. Yet we all know the stakes are higher. Like you lose, and if you lose on day one, your season's over. If you lose
You
on day
go home.
two, you know, you play in the third place game. But like how do you did you prepare any differently for this state tournament versus how you would prepare for a normal regular season game?
We did not. We continued 2-day practices just like we did during the regular season. Um, like nothing about our routine changed. It was 100% the exact same. The expectations of the girls that, you know, I have for them did not change one bit. Like there was nothing different from a regular season game to going into state that changed at all whatsoever. And I told them that like nothing's going to change. You know, we're still going to have our Sunday practices. We're still going to do our 2 days just like they're in school, you know, because they were out the Friday before we even went to regionals. So when I say no practice schedule changed, and at one point, I do believe we did throw in one extra practice, but that's because there was a school event for FFA. And so we were missing a few girls. But besides that, we stayed on normal schedule and we made them put the work in. And they're not afraid to work. That was the amazing part. And I think that really paid off for them this year is they weren't afraid to put the work in. Like if I asked them to do something, they showed up and they did it. And I hope they saw that the hard work they put in definitely 100% paid off for them.
And you're led by, you know, a really talented group. But you said you had four first team or all league selections, excuse me.
Yep, So we had 4 first team all league selections, and then we had our center fielder got second team all league selection. So that was amazing.
So what does that just say about, you know, you don't just have one or two star players. I mean, you have a whole cast and they each, you know, play a part into this big picture.
Yes, when it came to when I say 100% team effort, it's not like we had 1 or 2 kids that led our team. It was like we had 11 kids that led our team. At some point, there were 11 kids on that field through regionals and through state that touched the field to get us to where we needed to go. So it was not, nobody relied on one person to like carry us. It was very much everybody had a job. And the coolest part about the state tournament was at every point, like somebody did something, rather put the ball in play. You know, in the championship game, this is crazy. In the championship game, we had a girl who hit the ball, had an in the park home run, and that was her first hit on the year. Who does that? We had another one, 2 hits in the game, and usually she's our sacrifice bunter. Like the kid doesn't even swing the bat. She got 2 line drives over short, had a couple RBIs, and scored. And that's the bottom part of our lineup. You know what I mean? So when I completely say it was every single girl on that bench that did something crazy in the state tournament, it's really crazy to think it was not 1 or 2 kids who scored our runs. It wasn't anything. Like everybody at some point did something, whether it make a play in the field. You know, we had 0 errors in the championship game. It's just crazy to know that it took 100% of team effort and somebody isn't just one person's not taking the credit. You know, it's not like our leadoff hitter like hit and scored every single time, so we won 8-1. You know what I mean? It was literally everybody putting the ball in play, everybody doing what they were asked to do, everybody keeping their energy level up, everybody staying in tune with the game and working their butts off all year to come out and perform at the state tournament. Kind of crazy a little bit.
Just a couple more. One, has this set in yet what this means, not only for this program, but for the school and for this town that Oskaloosa softball, you know, has a state championship softball team?
Uh, it took a minute. It's still kind of crazy to think about it. You know, the fact that, which I should have known, but like we made history at our school, which is amazing. And I mean, I got to go to state when I played there, but obviously we did not win state. So It was really exciting. I think it was almost more exciting to be on the coaching side of it than the player side of it. Um, and people tell me that that's really weird, but it's like when you can share your passion with somebody and pull off the same thing that you wanted to pull off as an athlete, like it's very humbling and it's very exciting all at the same time.
And finishing up on this note, you mentioned being there as a player. How cool is, I think something that I talk to a lot of teams about is, we're so used to at times, um, the Topeka Metro schools winning, or the Kansas City schools winning, or the Wichita schools winning. And while Oskaloosa is not too far from Topeka, I wouldn't consider it a Topeka, area school. So to have Oskaloosa, I mean, like, I feel like that's a big deal for a small town. I just wondered if, like, just how special that is to you to, to be an Oskaloosa person through and through, and you will forever kind of go down in the history books as bringing this team a state championship.
Um, it is very humbling because, as they say, like when you come from a small town, um, people look at it as like small town kids can't do a lot, and that's not true. Like if you have the kids to do it and you have the kids who want to put the work in, um, I don't know, it comes out and it's an amazing feeling. It's so cool that it is my alma mater, so it was definitely personally meant so much to me to be able to do that for our school, and I know these kids and I've coached some of these kids, and so then to get to coach them in high school, I think makes the deal a little bit sweeter for me. Um, because I grew up there. And so, it's always cool for the first time in school history to do something and to be a part of it. Now, I am a little nervous because, it's my first year as a head coach. And so we had a great year. So the expectation probably just went through the roof because there's really no up from here, it's only down. So I really hope that we can keep the youth working so they feed into our high school so that way our high school can continue to be successful, because everybody told me, well, the state tournament hasn't been that great, blah, blah, blah. Like, you guys will run through it. And when I got there, let me tell you what, it was some great competition. Like, there were some good games. It was great competition. Like, every game was within 1 to 2 runs. Well, actually, every game was within 1 run, except for ours. Our first game, we won by 2. Woo, that's still a great game until the championship when we won, what, 8-1. Like, it was insane that we did that. No, but the meaning, like, I can't even describe the meaning of that being my alma mater and coming back and winning a state championship. It'll
Well,
sink in one of these days.
well, congratulations on winning state. That was Aubree Harsh with Oskaloosa softball. You can see us next time on the 13 Coaches Show. Welcome back.